I want you to remember the last time you went on a holiday that you really wanted to go on, that you were really looking forward to going on, a place where you were just really excited to go. I want you to just close your eyes, take a moment, you can pause the video if you want to, just to go back to the time where you had it booked, you kind of had an idea of what you were going to do when you got there, and it was very close to the day. Let's say it was, in fact, let's say it was the morning or the day that you were going on this holiday. You were going to the airport or the train station, or you were getting picked up, or your alarm went off in the morning, and it was the day that you were going on holiday to this great place that you were really looking forward to going to. I want you to remember what that felt like. Knowing where you were going, what you were going to do when you got there, what you were going to experience, and maybe what it felt like not knowing what it might be like, the uncertainty of a few things when you got there, what the food might be like, what the people might be like, what the place might be like. Knowing where you were going, having an idea of what it would be like, but also the uncertainty. So certainty and uncertainty. I want you to remember those feelings. Now I want you to remember a time where you just went for a walk randomly somewhere, or you went and got in your car and went for a drive. Nowhere really planned to go. You just kind of went off for a walk and went for a drive. Now I want you to ask, what feelings do you want more of? The ones where you had the holiday booked or the trip booked, and there was excitement, there was certainty but uncertainty, and you were looking forward to it, or the just walking around aimlessly or just driving around aimlessly and Here's the point that I'm making. Why wouldn't you create a vision for your life? Why wouldn't you have it doesn't even have to be a crystal clear vision for your life. Why wouldn't you have an idea of what you want your life to look like, but also allowing room for that uncertainty of, oh my God, what will I do when I get there? What will this be like? What will these people be like? What will the place be like? But then also the certainty of, it's going to be like this. I want it to look like that. I want that part of the deal. Just like when you go to the I was going to say estate agents then, but the travel agents, you'd be like, yeah, I want it to include this, 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 and this, and this. Why wouldn't you have that with your life? There are many reasons why you wouldn't, by the way. There are lots of deeper reasons why you wouldn't do that. Belief whether it's possible, belief whether it'd be safe for you to experience it, belief whether you're worthy of it, deserving of it, etc., etc. But that's secondary to doing this. That's secondary. Jordan Peterson talks about it all the time, especially with young men, young guys. They haven't really got this vision of the future that they're working towards. They're kind of just like wandering around aimlessly, seeking instant gratification, instant pleasure, because that's the society we've been brought up and raised in, is we get to have it all now. Like, we get that instant gratification, that instant pleasure now. And the problem with having that and doing that and living like that is you get these spikes of dopamine, but then you have the crashes as well straight after it. You don't get the fulfillment from life. You get the pleasure, but you don't get the fulfillment. And that's what we're really seeking. We're seeking this fulfillment as guys, girls as well. But as guys, we're seeking this mission. We're seeking this purpose. We're seeking to live for something, to work towards something, to overcome the fear, the stories, not overcome people, but overcome the fears and the stories that are preventing us from getting that. We live for the hunt, the chase. That's what guys are here for. That's what we live for. That's like our masculine energy, the doer, the go-getter, the achiever, the overcomer, the king. Great book, by the way. King, Warrior, Magician, Lover. Great book. It basically, that's the essence of the man, the masculine. That's where most depression comes from, is the fact that us men aren't going after something, having a clear vision for something and working towards that every day. And I've been there. I've been in that despondent place of, oh, I don't really know what I want, don't really know where I'm going, so I'll just check out some porn now, or I'll go out and get drunk with the lads, or I'll just watch some TV. I'll numb that pain. And the pain is that I didn't have that vision for my life. I didn't have that clear vision for my life. And like people say to me, they're like, Matt, what's the thing that changed it the most? What was the game changer for you? Loads and loads of different things, right? Obviously, the main thing was just keep taking the next steps. But the game changer with me was having a clear vision for what I want my life to look like. Now, here's the caveat, because this stopped me from doing it for a very long time, okay? I have this fear of missing out, right? Whereas if I go, right, I'm going to go after that if I get that, then I'm going to miss out on all this. And it's called opportunity cost. It's not, it is the fear of missing out, but it's not. But it's this opportunity cost. Whereas the opportunity cost says, if you don't know already, whereas if you say yes to something, you're essentially saying no to everything else. For a guy, like for example, let's say you say yes to marrying this one woman, that means you're saying no to every other woman on the planet, because you've said yes to this one woman. Let's say yes to moving into this house. You said no to all the other houses that were available to you. Let's say you say yes to this career or calling. You're saying no to everything else. Essentially, in your mind, that's what your mind does. And it stopped me from doing it because I didn't want that fear of missing out. I wanted all the opportunities. I wanted all this freedom to choose what I wanted to do in any moment. And I told myself the story that if I have this clear vision for my life and I'm working towards that, that means I have to say no to everything else and I miss out on all the other stuff. But the way I overcame that was telling myself the new story of, I can pivot at any moment. I can change at any moment. I can have this vision for my life here. I can work towards it. And if something better comes along, or if I would rather something else, I don't have to stay committed to that. I can just change. I can pivot and go, actually, you know what? That's actually a better thing over there, or way of being or doing things. And I can move towards that. And then if I'm moving towards that and that isn't, and then something else is like, whoa, catches my eye, and I'm like, yeah, that. It's not about catching your eye either. It's about what catches your heart, your soul. Because you might expand into one area and go, actually, you know what, no. And then an opportunity might come to move you in this area. And then an opportunity might come to move. But the most important thing is, what I want you to catch is this. It's never the getting of the thing. It's never the getting that vision of your life. It's never getting that vision of your life. It's never getting to there. It's this bit. It's the movement that we live for. It's the moving forwards, whether it's towards something we want or not. Moving forwards towards something is better than not moving at all. It's when us as guys, especially us as guys, ladies, plays a part for you as well, especially for the masculine energy that's inside of you. But unless you're moving towards something, you're going to feel depressed. You're going to feel anxious. You're going to feel despondent. You're going to feel apathetic. You're going to bring up stories of guilt and shit and all that stuff. And honestly, the best way to move through any of those feelings is just to work to move towards something. And that's why Jordan Peterson talks about it so often in his talks, is this necessity to have this vision for your life. Not just a vision for today. Not just, oh, I want this pleasure today. I want that pleasure today. I want to do this today. I want to go here today. It's not about that. It's about having that clear vision for the life in 5 years, 10 years, 20 years, 40 years time. And go, hey, if I was 80-year version of me, what kind of a life would I want to be living at 80? Who do I want to be around? What kind of friends do I want? What freedom do I want? What time do I want? What health do I want at 80? What do I want my life to look like? And then you can start orienting your life towards it, and it'll orient itself towards that. Now, that might be deep for some people, and some people have already switched off of this, going, I'm not going to do that, because their ego's already kicked in and go, nah, let's not do that. Let's go watch another video. Let's go and numb the pain even more. Let's not do that work. No. And that's why it pays to have a coach and invest in yourself, because once you've got skin in the game, you're more likely to do that work, which means you're more likely to get the outcome that you actually want, rather than just go, oh, I'm going to watch this video, I'm going to watch that, I'm going to read this book, I'm going to go to this event, I'm going to watch that seminar, I'm going to blah, 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 blah. And I'm massively guilty of that. I've read all the personal development books, but the best personal development technique is doing the work, is moving forwards. The person that's out of shape, the best action they can take isn't reading up on diets, isn't watching videos on YouTube of how to work out. It's getting your trainers on and getting out there and doing something. That's going to bring a bigger return on your investment than watching the videos on working out. Watch the videos on working out at night. Instead of watching Netflix, and you're chilling, watch it at night. Learn at night or first thing in the morning. Don't spend your days doing it. That's when you should be cooking up stuff if you're out of shape. Cooking up the foods, like cutting out the shit in your cupboards, like clearing it all out, doing the exercise, moving. Building a business. Don't read about it all the way through the day. Start going, right, what kind of business do I want? Have that vision for your business and then just start taking action in the day. What kind of relationship do I want? Don't worry about all these like techniques and strategies to attract the girl and blah, 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 blah. Just go out and start like actually doing it. Start interacting with girls. Start meeting them and talking to them. Learn by trial and error. Yeah, there's a time for learning and reading and workshops and seminars and books and videos and stuff like this. There's definitely a time for it. But the best personal development technique that I can give anybody is have that clear vision for your life, in relationships, in your body, in your business, in your bank account, and start doing something every single day, working towards that. I mean, because here's the thing, without that clear vision for your life, you're going to be here like most people. Most people are just on this conveyor belt, going round and round and round and round and round. Groundhog Day, same shit, different day, same shit, different day, Groundhog Day. What a time to be alive, 21st of May, 2020. Corona Gate is still in flow. People have been thrown out of their usual routine of commute, spend time in the office, commute home, like back in rush hour traffic, home, eat, TV. That was what most people's lives were. They were just like zombies, sheep, following the herd on the conveyor belt. And then boom, life has just come in and just shook everything up, completely thrown that all out of everywhere. Oh, this is why I believe it's the greatest time to be alive, because people are actually taking stock of their life. They're not having to go through that anymore, the stuff they don't want to do. Some people enjoy it, but they don't have to go through that. You might be one of those going, right, what do I want to do in my life right now? Great question to ask. What do I want to do with my life right now? Where do you want to be in a year's time, 10 years' time, 20 years' time? What type of body do you want? What type of business or career or calling or job do you want? What about finances? What do you really want in those areas? Have that clear outline for life, and then every day get up and go, right, let's move towards that. That's where you're going to feel better, is just moving towards something rather than sitting thinking and planning and procrastinating. Again, I've been doing that for the longest time. This procrastinating, this thinking, this doing the inner work. And yeah, there's a time and a place for it, 100%. But if you want to feel good, start taking action, start moving forwards. Without that clear vision for your life, that it doesn't have to be clear, just as an idea. I want that much money, that type of body, that type of career, that type of relationship, that type of house, those type of holidays, that type of food in my fridge. Have an idea for it. Have a vision for it. Rough, sketch it out. Start with it in your head, just in the morning. You go, right, what do I want my life to really look like? Then get up and just do something to move the needle towards that. Start cutting out. So it's what I talk about in one of my books, Liberated, 11 Keys to Living a Life You Love, to Unlocking the Life You Love. I forgot the name of my own book. We talk about cutting out the stuff that isn't going to get you to where you want to go. Unfollow everybody on social medias. Unfollow all of them that don't move you forwards, that don't inspire you, motivate you, people that don't pay you even, encourage you, support you. Remove it all, cut it all out, unfollow it all, get rid of it all, and just surround yourself with the people who are going where you want to go. There's that meme, like surround yourself with people on the same mission as you. There's that picture online with like the lions and stuff, or the wolves, I'm not sure which one it is, but surround yourself with people on the same mission as you. You can only do that if you know what mission you're on. I promise you, without this clear vision for your life, or without some kind of vision for your life, you are stuck. You will remain stuck. You'll be despondent. You'll be depressed. You'll be anxious. You'll have panic attacks. You'll have worry. You'll have fear. You'll have doubt. You'll have uncertainty. You'll have all the negative, heavy emotions, and they're all still there, and you'll fester in them and fester in them and fester in them. And you start telling yourself bullshit stories like, there's something wrong with me. I'm not worthy. I'm not deserving. That's all showing up for me. The way to eliminate all of that, have that vision for your life and move forwards towards that. Doesn't matter about where you've been or what's happened to you or what you've done. Let all that go. Have that clear vision for your life. Without it, you are going to be screwed. I promise you. Have that clear vision for your life. That's it. That's all I've got for you today. Thank you very much for watching. If you want to support the channel, paypal.me/Coach Matt Smith. You can make a donation there. Please come and follow me on the socials. I like to connect with people, ask any questions you've got. If you've got any ideas for content or anything you want to know about Moving forwards in life, law of attraction, manifestation, getting what you want, letting go of what you don't want, becoming the best version of yourself, living your best life. If you've got any questions about that, if you want any content on that, let me know. I'll get something created. I'll try and answer your questions. If I can't, I'll recommend somebody who can. Thank you again very, very much for watching. I'll speak to you soon.